Okay, we're going to start off by having Dustin tell us what he's thankful for on Thanksgiving Day.
I'm thankful for being able to even watch a Canucks game, even when they lose. I'm also thankful for my friends and my family and for the whole Nothing is Perfect community, obviously. Oh, I'm thankful for Malhotra.
I'm thankful that game is over.
Yeah, that too. Man, oh man. Tell me you're a rookie coach without telling me you're a rookie coach.
Holy cow. What'd you think of the new line combinations? Because they kind of did what we were talking about. Like, obviously, Pettersson ends up with Garland and Kane.
Sort of. I know he overcorrected. I was like, no, you don't put both the checkers there. You got to split up Besser and DeBrusque. That's the key. And then finally, with 2 minutes left, you got Pettersson, Besser, and Sherwood. And it was like the best shift they'd had all friggin' game. Whew. Anyways, chemistry
Sheldon
is a
Murphy
real thing.
says, "Where's Leo Kitty?"
You cannot have the same makeup of player. Like, you cannot have both your wingers as the same style of player. You can have them all through your lineup, but you can't have them play the same wing or the same line. It doesn't work. You need your centerman, who, for all accounts, should be your highest skilled guy on the line. You need a winger who is available for a shot and can cycle with or whatever, or be, a guy who plays up high, where Besser and DeBrusque both want to be that guy playing up high, looking for that shot. And you need one guy that will get in the corners, help keep the cycle going, throw the body, dig out a puck, win a puck battle. And that's your Canes, your Garlands, your Sherwoods. Sherwood's the best of all worlds because the guy hits, he skates, he penalty kills, he comes back out when they need an extra man. He was on the power play. Like, my God, is there anything that guy can't do? Even after being hurt after a hit. I mean, let's look at Kiefer Sherwood's stat line tonight.
Yeah.
You want to talk about number one star stuff? 2 goals, 4 shots on net, 5 hits. Like, that's first line stuff, right?
Yep.
Then we look at our first line guys. Brock Besser, 1 shot on goal, 1 missed shot, 1 giveaway. We got PD, EP40, 1 shot on goal, 2 hits, 2 blocked shots, 7 faceoffs, 1. So at least, there was a little more to his game, but the 2 hits were in the first period, not much after the first period there. And where's our buddy Jake? Oh, he managed to get 2 shots on goal, but that's pretty much it. 1 blocked shot. -1.
Connor Garland's got 5 shots. Kiefer Sherwood's got 4. Heedle's got 3. And then it drops off from there. 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So Lekermecki, Ratu, and Coots did not manage to get a shot on net between the 3 of them. And if you're looking at
Lekermecki's not being put in a position to succeed and get shots on net.
Nope.
That's what I mean, is like the deployment of the players and their skill sets is not being done well.
Yeah, there is a lot of comments in chat right now about EP40. Alex says demote EP40 to the 3rd line. Wood Lake says EP40 is a cancer. And then Johnny Redmond's like,
that whole line is a cancer. That whole line. It's not just EP40. Like, yes, Besser has 2 goals on the season, but the first one was set up on a nice drop pass by Pettersson, who then drew both defensemen deep so that Besser could even get that shot. And then he has a lucky one last game. But he hasn't really done much else this season. What else has Besser done so far?
Skytrain out from
damn near invisible tonight.
The Revenge Tour.
Invisible.
All fake news.
It's the whole team right now. It's not just one guy. I get the hate that he gets. I get it. But when not a single person in those 12 forwards is really being put in a position to succeed, man, it makes me want to rip my hair out. And it's so beautiful. I don't want to rip it out.
Don't do it. It's not worth it. They're not worth it, Dustin.
Holy. I was worried.
Okay. Okay. One positive stat for EP40, because we like to make excuses for him. 58.3% on the faceoff. And after how terrible he was last game, we'll at least say, and then Hedl too, right? You got Coots, Hedl, and EP40 all plus 50% in the faceoff dots. And the weird part is Ratu is the worst faceoff man out of the four centers at 41.7%, right? So if there's anything, any kind of positives we try and pull out of this game, is that at least they improved in the faceoff dot.
Yeah. And how many games do we give Quinn Hughes until he gets a point?
Yep.
Before we jump all over him? Because, I mean, Quinn Hughes needs to show me more.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't shown me enough either. Like, yeah, let's dump on them all. Hronik's got to hit the friggin' net. Last I checked, the size of the net hasn't changed in 20 years.
Quinn Hughes was a -3 tonight, and Hronik was a -2.
There you go.
Let's look at the
pile
forwards.
on those two. Quinn Hughes pinching on 2 of the goals against.
Besser, Hedl,
yeah,
Kane, all
forwards are supposed
-2.
to cover, but Quinn Hughes on the 6-on-5 shoots it in the shin pads, leads to a empty netter, right? Like, it was a rush shot. Take your time, set up. Like, everyone's rushing. There's no structure at all. No chemistry,
Japan
no
4.
structure. It's just a bunch of guys that are told to go out there and try and play hockey. And it's like, what the f is happening?
Japan 4. Stop making fucking excuses for an $11.6 million player. I can't help myself, Japan.
I'm not. I'm just stating facts right now. The whole team sucks.
Russell Bleeding Blue says, I think we took notes from the Flames last game, Russell.
Like, holy man. Thank God Sherwood showed up, or this would have been a real ugly game.
So far, game 2, Demko showed up, and game 3, Sherwood showed up. So who's going to show up in game 3?
Hopefully the whole fucking team. Swear jar, but my God, like, that was hard to watch. Because there's no there's no adapting. And I was worried about this from the start with Foote as a rookie coach. And the big knock against Malhotra was that he had no experience as an NHL head coach. Well, Adam Foote has no experience as a professional head coach, period. Yep. And he got fired before the start of the Memorial Cup. What team fires their head coach like 4 games before the biggest tournament in junior hockey? One that is fed up with one that has completely killed all the offensive talent that their organization has ever known. The 2 years the Foote was the coach for the Kelowna Rockets were their 2 lowest scoring seasons in the last 15 or something. Like, if you look at the history, it's crazy.
Big Mac asks, can you explain how minus works for those who don't understand the up-down? This is me not knowing. $5 dono. Thank you very much, Big Mac, for the $5 dono. And the perfect person to answer that question is Mr. Dustin Boydell.
It's a lot to do with 5-on-5 scoring. If you're out there with a goal against, I'm going to just bring it up so I can talk about it better. So it's even strength. And then I think only even strength goals count, I think, towards plus minus. It's all 5 players that are on the ice at the time the goal scored. You don't even need to really be involved in the play. And then I think you used to get minuses for taking a penalty. I don't believe you do that anymore. I believe it's really just you're out there for 5-on-5 goals. I think you get a +1 for. Do you get +1s for power play points anymore? They used to give that anymore. Nope, it's all even strength stuff now. Yeah. So yeah, no, they've really dumbed it down. It used to be far more complicated, but it's really just 5-on-5 stats, and you don't want to be on the minus side. That's for sure.
Yeah. So to summarize, if you're on the ice and you get scored against, you get a minus, and if you're on the ice and your team scores, you get a positive. So when I say Quinn Hughes is a -3, that means he was on the ice for at least 3 goals against.
At 5-on-5.
Yeah. Claire says, anyone taking bets on if Foote gets fired?
I talked about something very early in his hiring and history with Jim Rutherford and the potential of, okay, Quinn, we hired your head coach that you wanted. Is it working? You know, the leash, this happened in Pittsburgh when Mike Sullivan first got promoted out of the AHL. They had a new coach. I can't remember which coach they had hired, but they fired him, I think, 15 games into the season and immediately promoted Mike Sullivan. And I mean, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility if this team loses. if this team loses all 5 games on this road trip coming up, you'd have to think that he's on the hot seat. And considering that they've already picked up the option on Malhotra for next season, I would imagine that he is their safety net for Foote. They picked up the option pretty early in the preseason, before Abby even got underway. And I don't know if maybe the office is seeing the inexperience of Foote as well being exposed. But with the youth that's on this team and the experience Malhotra has with a lot of these prospects that should be playing in this lineup, I get that Foote was familiar with all the stuff that happened in the dressing room and all of that, but Malhotra's a hockey guy. He's probably seen his fair share of feuds within his own locker room, but he's probably the type of guy who could have just as easily come in and dealt with it. He's very well spoken, very smart. He played the game absolutely the right way. And, I'm not trying to dump on the fact that Foote will never be a good NHL head coach. It's just his inexperience is showing really badly in the first couple of games here. Just with the inability to put guys in the correct positions to succeed. And I mean, I sent you my dream lineup earlier today that I'd love to see them maybe try in the next game, especially with a back-to-back coming up. I mean, man, if they put out 2 efforts like this back-to-back, they're going to lose both those games coming up.
So you have DeBrusk, Pedersen, Lekermacki, Kane, Hedel, Besser, Garland, Ratu, Carlson, Baines, Max Sasson, Kiefer Sherwood as your forward lines. So you're saying Coots back down to the juniors.
Coots needs to go back.
Yeah,
they're not doing him any favors. Like putting him with O'Connor and Lekermacki, like those are 3 very young hockey players. Lekermacki's trying to get his footing as an NHLer. He needs veterans to play with. He can't just be out there with a rookie center and expected to succeed. That's just not how you work with young player development. And having Kane being a physical presence helps, right? But you can't have the same guy on every flipping line. And I think Carlson and Garland is similar to a Garland and Joshua makeup. And you have Ratu in between them. I think that's a fantastic line right there. And then you have your 4th checking line. Like I just think you have to get drastic with the change, because right now this looks bad and there's no chemistry. There's no chemistry being built. Like you have to be like, okay, let's look at skill sets and just be really basic about it. Pretend you're playing NHL and it has everyone's skill sets and you have to make a chemistry line, right? And your chemistry has to be above 80%. I don't care. Throw darts at a board, but anything's better than what we just saw for another 60 minutes.
German Canucks fan, I need Dusty rant right now. Donka, I still be a trooper for seeing this game at 4 a.m. in the morning. Russell, laugh out loud. And then Jake Take Hockey in the chat. He asks, was this worse than the Oilers game the other day?
Yes, because it was the response to the Oilers game the other day. And that's what makes it worse.
Calvin's putting trash in the chat.
That's what bothers me, is it's the response game, right? This is the game that they're supposed to bounce back and show that, especially at home,
Barbershop shows up. Hey guys, what I miss? Nucks win? PD 3-point game? Oh, yeah. Well, thank you, German Canucks fan, waking up at 4 a.m. for that trash. But it is what it is, right? They did not show up. Swerve and Irvin was actually apparently at the game, and he comments only the ice crew showed up.
Hey, Sherwood showed up. To be fair, Sherwood showed up.
Yeah, that is true.
St. Louis.
Yeah. And then there's one here. What does it say here? Wood Lake is saying Coots to the first line.
Oof.
Oh, even the power of Dobby couldn't help this team win tonight. Help them get one. But then they pooped the bed after that.
Poopity-poop.
The one, okay, I mean, we always do try to look at the positive and the negatives, and it's easy to look at the negatives. But I would say I did feel that as the game went on, I felt like Evander Kane's game got a little better. He seemed to be developing a little bit more chemistry with his line mates. And I did feel like he was definitely putting some pressure on St. Louis near the end there. So at least maybe as a result of his reduced minutes, maybe he is more effective when he plays a little bit less out there.
Possibly. But where's the physicality we saw when he was mad? Right? Like, we need that all the time.
Russell Bleeding Blues. German Canucks fan, I apologize for you saying this. Laugh out loud.
I'm pretty good at like picking out the silver lining and things and recognizing patterns, and the pattern that I'm seeing right now is not a good one.
No.
And I'm worried. I'm very worried that you're just seeing Foote's overcorrection. All he had to do was but he took both. He just swapped centers, which was the wrong thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. He's trying to play 40 chess, and he has to remember we're just playing ice hockey, bro. What is 40 chess? Yeah. That's not even a real thing, bro. But I think it's similar to the last game against Edmonton. He didn't make any changes to any lines until the third period.
And also didn't make the right changes until there's like 3 minutes left. Like, you got to make them earlier. You can make them in the middle of a period if you have to. Like, you don't have to wait till the...
Thomas wants to see your silver hair.
I'm trying my best to be positive about it and give him the benefit of the doubt, but it's tough, man. Especially when I watch so much Abbotsford hockey and I just see what Malhotra does and how he adapts and the way that the team bounces back after a loss, and it's like, why can't we have nice things?
I can't remember who said it earlier, but in chat someone said, I'm grateful and thankful for the Abbotsford Canucks. So
absolutely. Also, I want to clear something up. I have no idea why my jersey looks the way it does on stream, because on my Discord window and everything else, it looks like a regular Abbey Canucks jersey. But people have been asking if I'm wearing a suede jersey because it has like this weird black tone and like looks all ballin' and fancy. But no, it's just a straight up Abbey Canucks jersey. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it thinks I'm on green screen or what. But
I accidentally put a green screen on you.
Had a filter on.
All right. Okay, everyone ready? Ready? All right. There, you're back to normal. I literally had a green screen on you, bro. I mean, I don't use a green screen. I don't know what this is. That's weird.
Oh man, that's too funny.
I've
been like noticing the question a couple times, and I don't always see our the YouTube feed because I got chat and then us.
That's
so I was like,
funny.
I need to ask about this. That's too funny.
Brutality Blood.
It did look really cool, to be fair.
I can put it back on whenever you guys want. Brutality Blood. At least Rick Taka got his first win against us. Laugh out loud. Yeah, we can't laugh about that. That makes me sad. So, where do we go from here, Dustin? Because the Vancouver Canucks are scheduled to play probably an even tougher team coming up with the Dallas Stars coming up on Thursday in Dallas, 5:00 start. What do they need to do differently to have a successful game against another very, very good defensive team.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, first off, they're going to have to get back to more of what they were doing in the preseason. I just haven't seen any of that hockey. Like your guest in the second intermission was saying, I agreed with everything he was talking about, right? Like, him and I see similar things out there. And it's like, where did that game go? Like, where did that 4-man rush go where we had 4 guys coming in and it was like, oh yeah, like going into battle. Like, it's like regular season started and it was like, oh no, we got to play a different hockey. It's like, whoa, what you were doing was working. And now it's not.
Off the glass and out. The glass and out.
I'm so confused by it all. Like, that's why it's like, what am I seeing here? We're going backwards from what we wanted to be as a team. I just like, it's starting to like really puzzle me.
Castle Siege 53, who is our resident Dallas fan, shows up at just the right time. Who, me? Nothing is perfect. Go easy on us on Thursday, bro. We need it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So there was one little piece of news that I saw because I was digging out because I know the Abbey Canucks will be playing Laval coming up this weekend. So I wanted to see where Sammy Blais was because there was a good chance that Montreal would end up sending him down. They did attempt to send him down about 6 days ago. So the Montreal Canadiens tried to send Sammy Blais down to Laval. He actually gets picked up by the Toronto Maple Leafs. How much of a piss off is that for a French guy to get picked up by the Toronto Maple Leafs?
Well, picked up and then healthy scratched for 3 games. Like, that's even worse.
Because who was it last year who got sent down and picked up and sat down and picked up and sent down? Like, that happened a couple times last year with these guys who are those bubble guys. Is that going to happen with Sammy Blais here? He's just going to get moved between teams 4 times?
I'm not sure. Right? Like, I truly think that he earned his way back into an NHL roster. Like, God, Lord knows we could use some of his grit and fire in this lineup right now. And the way he kind of drove the puck to the net was physical and has tons of offensive upside. You know, him and Sherwood on a line together would be ridiculous. But yeah, no, I mean, I hope he gets into some NHL playing time here. We'll see. I mean, Toronto has gone 1-2, losing 2 in a row to the Detroit Red Wings. So maybe he finds his way into the lineup in the next game because they could use some more of his style that they've kind of been lacking since they got rid of Kadri. So Blais, kind of a similar player type to that with a little more size than Kadri. Maybe not as much offensive talent, but definitely a guy who's going to work very hard for you, regardless of the crest that's on the front of the jersey.
So we're going to end up seeing Dakota Joshua and Sammy Blais on a line for the Oilers, eh? Or for the Maple Leafs.
That would be honestly a terrifying line for any forward group or defense group to have to play against. Like, that's a heavy forechecking line, man.
Wood Lake's trying to make us feel better, throwing $13.99 into the chat. Thank you very much for the fat dono to finish things off tonight. So an up for the night is Wood Lake coming in huge with the $13.99 here on Nothing is Perfect. So thank you very much, Wood Lake. We appreciate you. Japan Forces, Yuri Patera. It was the one who was going up and down and back and forth.
And another thing, I am just going to will it. I'm going to manifest it if it's the last thing I do. Tage Thompson is unhappy in Buffalo, and they are not doing well. They have already had a jersey thrown on the ice. Their home fans have booed them out of the building. It's 3 games into the season for them. He is a multiple 40-goal scorer. He is 6'6". He is a $7.14 million cap hit until 2030. He can play center. He can play right wing. He's exactly the player that this team needs to balance out our top 6 lineup. I'd be banging down Buffalo's door if I am Patrick Alvin to get that player on our team. And if it costs us a junior prospect, like, we have defensive prospects we can move.
Yeah.
Like, there's no path where all these guys play for this team at the same time.
Right.
or ever. And right now, Kudryavtsev is doing yeoman's work carrying the load down in Abbotsford. To quote the great Tony Gallagher. As the veteran defenseman, it's his second pro year, and he's doing everything down there while Wielander tries to catch up to pro speed. Maybe you move DPD because you have Forbert and POJ under NHL contracts. Like, Kudryavtsev is also a left shot. Like, where's the path? You have all this logjam on that left side now. You got Hughes, Marcus Pettersson, Derek Forbert, Pierre-Olivier Joseph, and Kirill Kudryavtsev, who looks like he's going to be ready to make the jump like anytime. Because every single game I watch that kid, he gets better and adds to his game. He's not just that offensive guy we saw in juniors. Like, he has developed into an incredible two-way defenseman that can move the puck and also is responsible enough to play in his own end. So, that's something I'm just trying to will into happening. And I got to get it out there publicly, because if it happens, I'm gonna be doing cartwheels.
Big Mac with all the questions tonight, and another fat dono, $10 dono coming in from Big Mac. He says, do you tell the players what to do during the game, or does the figuring out happen during practice? Like, why would you go to the coach during the game saying, what do I do, coach?
It's a balance, right? The coach shouldn't have to tell them what to do, but he should be aware enough to mix up the lineups when something isn't working. And they should be practicing different line combinations in the event that things aren't working, because the one thing that Foote did preach was being adaptable. And in the first 3 games of the season, I mean, Calgary, he didn't need to, because they controlled the majority of that game.
Yeah.
But the next 2 games, I saw very little adapting to what the other team was throwing at them. And so I hope that we see some bigger changes. Carlson did take warm-up tonight, so I think there was a question that maybe someone has maybe a little bit of a tweak he might have got in the lineup. Again, didn't see enough from Drew O'Connor tonight. Like, couple more turnovers, just not really doing what I need to see from him. So I'd really, really like Carlson to get a chance, because he did work hard to improve last season under Malhotra and company, and I think he did put in the work in the summer. So I'd really like to see him draw in. And if they're not going to use him, try and get him through waivers and back to Abbotsford, because there's no point in letting him rot in the press box.
Yeah. And then Christopher in chat just says, Tage.
Oh, the cartwheels I would do, baby.
Dustin, is there anything you want to say to chat before I let you go for the night?
Again, happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. So much appreciation for your questions and for your support and your love. Absolutely adore doing this and being here for you guys, even when we're losing. We're always going to maybe have a rant. But we're always going to keep it realistic, and appreciate everybody, and hope you have a great rest of your Thanksgiving and have a great week. I guess we're not back till what we get Tuesday, 2-day break now, Thursday. Yeah. So
they may actually get a practice in.
Yep. So we'll see everyone later in the week, and I hope you all have a great night.
Dustin, I'm thankful for you on this Thanksgiving Day. So enjoy the rest of it, and we'll chat again soon, brother.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Nothing is perfect.